use technology, and it's just the start for Neuralink. Sure, the tech isn't perfect and there are some bumps along the way, but the chance to really make a difference in people's lives is huge. Just one day after retiring its older hydraulic model, Boston Dynamics has introduced a new electric version of its Atlas robot. This marks a significant shift away from the noisy hydraulic mechanisms that characterized previous models. Now, Atlas is powered by an electric motor, which, although not silent, offers a quieter operation that contrasts sharply with the hydraulic system's distinctive sounds. The unveiling of this new version was captured in a compelling video. It opens with Atlas lying prone on a set of interlocking gym mats, accompanied only by the soft whirring of its new electric motor. As the camera pans around, the robot begins a seemingly natural motion of bending its legs at the knees. The maneuver allows Atlas to shift from lying on its back to standing upright, facing away from the camera. It then performs an eerie rotation of its head, followed by its torso, completing a 180-degree turn to face the camera directly. The robot's face, featuring a ring light around a perfectly round screen, then rotates back as Atlas strides off the mats and out of the frame. This new electric Atlas is not just a technological evolution, but also a symbolic one that bears more resemblance to contemporary robots like Agility's Digit and Apptronic's Apollo. This redesign leans towards a softer, more approachable aesthetic, eschewing the intimidating utilitarian look of past models for a friendlier, cartoonish appearance. Despite these substantial changes, Boston Dynamics has chosen to retain the Atlas name, continuing the legacy of its well-known brand into this new commercial phase. This decision contrasts with previous practices where research names were changed upon commercial release. Position and then standing up underscores its ability to recover from falls, an essential feature for maintaining productivity without human intervention in industrial environments. The design choices extend to the robot's hands, which now feature 3 fingers instead of the more human-like 4 or 5. This simplification reduces mechanical complexity and enhances durability. So a company called Sanctuary AI just announced a major collaboration with none other than Microsoft, and it's all about accelerating the development of next-gen AI models for general-purpose robots. This is huge. Now, for those not familiar with Sanctuary AI, let me give you a quick rundown. These folks are on an ambitious mission to create the world's first human-like intelligence in general-purpose robots. Yeah, we're talking about artificial general intelligence, or AGI, the holy grail of AI that can truly understand and interact with the world just like us humans. But here's the thing, Sanctuary AI isn't just some scrappy startup talking big game. These guys have some serious pedigree. We're talking founders from pioneering companies like Reinforcement Learning to Production Robots and the Creative Destruction Lab, known for innovative science commercialization. Their team is stacked with veterans from tech titans like Amazon, Microsoft, and SoftBank Robotics. In other words, these folks have been at the forefront of some of the most groundbreaking innovations in AI, robotics, and computing. So when they make bold claims about pushing the boundaries of AGI, you can't help but take them seriously. So what exactly does this collaboration with Microsoft entail? Well, it's all about harnessing the power of Microsoft's Azure cloud to supercharge the development of what Sanctuary AI calls large behavior models, or LBMs. Think of these as the next evolution beyond large language models like GPT AI systems designed to learn from and understand real-world experiences and interactions. By leveraging Azure's massive computing resources for training, inference, networking, and storage, Sanctuary AI can turbocharge their efforts in developing these cutting-edge LBMs, which are critical stepping stones on the path to achieving AGI. Now, designed to mimic the dexterity and range of motion of an actual human, which is just insane when you think about it. And here's the cool part. Sanctuary AI has achieved all of these advancements in just 11 months since their 6th Gen Phoenix robot, which was one of Time's best inventions of 2023. They've been moving forward really fast, and it's almost hard to believe. According to Sanctuary AI CEO Jordy Rose, this 7th Gen Phoenix is one of the most sophisticated human behavioral data capture technologies available today. Essentially, it's providing their Carbon AI control system with ubiquitous multi-purpose robotic assistance powered by human-like artificial intelligence is on the horizon. And with visionary pioneers and powerful partnerships like this one leading the charge, that future might be a lot closer than any of us could have imagined. So Unitree just dropped the trailer for their new Unitree G1 humanoid robot, and this thing is mind-blowing. The flexibility, proficiency, and overall capabilities of this robot are really something else. I'm going to explain and show you exactly why this robot is such a game changer. Alright, so there's a lot to unpack here, and this robot is genuinely revolutionary. First off, you might have noticed that it looks kind of similar to Boston Dynamics' recently unveiled Atlas robot. Now, I don't think Unitree managed to create this robot in just the 3 weeks since that trailer came out. Something like this takes a long time to develop. But what it does show is that Unitree is evolving faster than a lot of people expected. And they're delivering some seriously impressive tech at a relatively affordable price point. The G1 starts at just $16,000, which is cheaper than any other humanoid robot with these kinds of capabilities. One of the things that really stood out to me in this demo was the insane flexibility and range of motion. As you can see here, this robot can swivel around in ways that humans simply can't, and its legs have a much greater range of motion. They've also managed to internalize the wiring using hollow joint technology, which allows for more efficient movement and a more compact design. This trailer really hammers home the fact that the robot race is on. I don't think anyone predicted that Unitree would release something like this so soon. I would have expected it to come from a company like Boston Dynamics first. And while Boston Dynamics might be using hydraulic actuators or fully electric systems, the G1's movement capabilities suggest that it's going to be able to handle a huge range of tasks that we might not have even considered yet. Another thing that really impressed me was the robot's stability when taking impacts. Now, I'm not saying we should go around punching robots. That might not end well if they decide to rebel against us down the line, but in all seriousness, the fact that this robot can take a solid hit to the chest and remain completely stable is a remarkable feat of engineering. In real-world applications, robots might encounter things like wind, debris, or unexpected collisions, and being able to stay upright and keep functioning in those situations is hugely important. Most humans would probably hit the ground if they took a punch like that, so this is a really exciting development. We've seen similar demonstrations of stability from Unitree before with their H1 robot, but the G1 takes it to a whole new level. If you tried this with most other humanoid robots on the market, using external support cables is mind-blowing. Usually in these kinds of robotics demos, you'll see the robot tethered to the ceiling or something to prevent falls, because balance is one of the biggest challenges in the early stages of development. But Unitree has created a robot that can take a beating and stay on its feet, with all the wiring hidden internally. That's a massive accomplishment. The speed of the G1 is also revolutionary. First off, you might have noticed that it looks kind of similar to Boston Dynamics' recently unveiled Atlas robot. Now, I don't think Unitree managed to create this robot in just the 3 weeks since that trailer came out. Something like this takes a long time for their new Unitree G1 humanoid robot, and this thing is mind-blowing. The flexibility, proficiency, and overall capabilities of this robot are really something else. I'm going to explain and show you exactly why this robot is such a game changer. Alright, so there's a lot to unpack here, and this robot is genuinely revolutionary. Potentially on the cusp of some big breakthroughs in artificial general intelligence, or AGI, becoming a reality over the next few years. And if anyone can build the physical robotic bodies to house and manifest that future AGI, it might just be an ambitious little pioneer like Roboterra. When it comes to developing super advanced AI systems like AGI, the situation with whistleblowers at OpenAI shows just how high the stakes really are. Roboterra's achievement with their robot on the Great Wall is on the same level as human cognition could have on society. On one hand, AGI represents this incredible technological breakthrough that could help solve countless challenges humanity is facing, from unsolved scientific mysteries to global crises. A generalized AI mind that matches human intelligence has always been viewed as something that could be a catalyst for transformative advances across every field. But on the other hand, the existential risks of an unaligned, super-intelligent AGI that's smarter than humans simply can't be overstated. We're talking about these been viewed as something that could be a catalyst for transformative advances across every field. But on the other hand, the existential risks of an unaligned, super-intelligent AGI that's smarter than humans simply can't be overstated. We're talking about the potential for an advanced AI system to break free from human control, with catastrophic consequences for our species and the planet, if it's not developed safely and responsibly. The OpenAI insiders are ringing alarm bells about this exact scenario playing out. They allege the company is recklessly rushing towards AGI supremacy without taking proper safety precautions, driven more by competitive pressures to be first, rather than doing it the right way. Damning claims like OpenAI ignoring their own safety review processes, muzzling employees with really strict non-disparagement agreements, and deprioritizing safety work after founding members raised concerns paint a very worrying picture. If true, it suggests one of the leading AI labs is taking an extremely risky and unethical approach in this existential race for AGI. The fact that respected researchers like Ilya Sutskever felt compelled to resign due to OpenAI's perceived lack of commitment to keeping AGI safe and aligned only adds more credibility to the whistleblower's grievances.